Happy Turn Up Tuesday, you guys. I hope you all are enjoying this rainy Tuesday. I guess depending on where you are, it's been raining all day here in Delaware, but still in all, I will not complain. I have had an amazing Tuesday thus far. Of course, I'm coming to you guys with a motivational message of the day. Today, I just want to talk to you guys about metamorphosis, which is basically change and transformation into a immature state from a immature state into an adult state. They mainly use the term metamorphosis when we are referring to animals, but I don't think that we recognize how much us as human beings change. I know the older we get, sometimes we get stuck in our ways and we don't want to really grasp the concept of change. But whether we want to accept change or not, we have to come to grips with the fact that sooner or later things are going to change. We are going to change. Our body is going to change. The world is constantly changing. The people around us are constantly changing. Nothing ever stays the same. It just doesn't. I know sometimes we just get in our comfort zone and we get content and we like where we are and we drink our coffee with 2 sugars and 1 cream every morning, and we get up on the same side of the bed and we got the same routine and we watch the same morning news or whatever. When we get up and we put on our slippers and everything seems to be the same. But while you are stuck in your routine, do not lose sight of the fact that every single thing around you is constantly changing. So don't wake up one day and just realize that something happened, overnight, or what happened. And you hear a lot of people say, well, these kids, they just growing up so fast. My son turned 16 today. And I always tease him about how funny he looked the day I gave birth to him. And his dad was just gazing at him with his googly eyes. He's just his father's pride and joy. And he was like, he's so perfect. And I was like, oh, he look weird. Why he look like that? But today my son is just so handsome. Like, he is a handsome guy. You would never even think that he is that same funny looking baby I gave birth to 16 years ago. He just grew into such a handsome guy, and he always been handsome. He was just funny looking when he was born. So that's just one thing that I laugh and joke about with him. But things just change. Like, people change. We are in a constant state of metamorphosis, just like the butterfly is in a cocoon and it has to go through the different stages that it has to go through before it can spread its beautiful wings. And we like to look at butterflies and the pretty colors, and they come in different colors, and you never know what the butterfly is going to look like when you're looking at it from the outside of the cocoon. But once it breaks out of that cocoon, and then you see the kind of butterfly it is and all of the amazing colors of the butterfly, and it's just amazing to watch. But it goes through the phase of metamorphosis even for it to get to the part that we enjoy seeing. So I just want us to get used to the fact that no matter where you are, what stage you are in your life, I don't care how old you are, things are constantly changing on a regular basis. Nothing ever stays the same. Don't wake up one day and things are not the way that you are used to them being. Don't be so stuck in in your daily routine life and everything that you're used to. You're used to eating one egg over easy every morning with two slices of toast or whatever, because just because you are stuck in what you are used to, it doesn't mean the world around you is not changing. And not only is the world around you changing, you are changing too. Like, you're changing, your hair is falling out, we're getting older, we have gray hairs, our bodies don't function the same. We have to put in that extra work to try to keep some of our youth going. I know I want to try to hold on to my youth as long as I can. I don't want these achy knees. I'm be one of them fly grandmas. Y'all got me messed up. I don't have no grandkids yet. But when I do, I'm going to be one of those fly grandmas still walking around with high heel shoes on, 65, 70 years old, still dropping it like it's hot. Y'all going to have to drag me out of there kicking and screaming, because I don't care what nobody say. I am going to ride it until the wheels fall off. That is why I'm dedicated to maintaining a healthy lifestyle, because I am not ready to throw in the towel yet. I accept the fact that I'm getting older. I embrace my gray hairs. I know my body is changing, but I still want to maintain a good quality of health. So I do accept the fact that I'm getting older. I ain't one of those 42-year-olds that's trying to hang on to 38. Nope. I'm 42, and it's fine. That's fine with me. That part is fine with me. I am embracing my age as I get older gracefully. I think I am very beautiful. I don't want to say for a 42-year-old. A lot of people say, well, Dad, you got 7 kids. You look good to have 7 kids. I mean, what does a person with 7 kids look like? We all should try to maintain a good quality of health. And just because you got a lot of kids don't mean you have to let yourself go, because I be doggone if I'm gonna let these kids be the death of me. Okay, I brought them in here and I take them out. Y'all don't pay me no mind, but listen, change is going to take place in our lives. What kind of change is going to happen for you in your life? I am witnessing my life changing moment by moment. I am not the same person that I was 3, 6, 9 months ago, a year ago. I did not know that my life was going to change as drastically as it did, but it did. I keep a sign on the back of my room door, not on the outside where you can see it. If I shut my room door, I keep it on the inside. So when I close my room door, I can be reminded of this constantly. And the sign on my door says, I will do big things. And I even moved and I kept my sign, folded it up, made sure ain't nothing happened to it. And when I moved from my old place into my new place, I put that sign right back on my door. I didn't know how meaningful it was and what I was going to do, but me manifesting that thing in my life brought light to so many things. Like I didn't even imagine doing the things that I am doing right now. Like, I am in complete awe of everything that God is doing in my life right now. Y'all ain't gonna get me started today. I ain't gonna get all emotional and all of that, but God is really doing some amazing things in my life right now, and my life has changed drastically even in the last 6 months. And if I was so busy trying to hold on to what has been, or whatever I was doing or whatever I had my mind set on doing, because our plans are not necessarily God's plans. What God has me doing right now may have been his plan for me all along. I just didn't know it. So I am embracing the change in my life. And I want you all just to take a reflection on yourself. Like, am I willing to accept change in my life? There just may be something in that metamorphosis state for you that is just waiting for your wings to spread just as beautifully as they possibly could, just like when that butterfly break out of that cocoon. So do not deny yourself change because you are so stuck in what your life used to be, or what it has been, or the people that you are used to being around, or it could, whoever it may be. I ain't gonna start calling out no names, but if you know that you are stuck in a certain situation, and ain't nobody holding you, so you are allowing yourself to be stuck. You have to unstick yourself from whatever situation, because change is okay. Change is an amazing thing. It is really amazing to see things transform into what they was, into what they are really supposed to be, because that's where you are at this stage in your life, don't mean that's your final destination. That you can't stop there. It ain't over until it's over. So you have to allow yourself to be able to go through a transformation phase where you allow God to change some things around for you. If you have to do it physically, do it physically. Stop wearing the same old tan khakis you've been wearing for the last 15 years. It's okay to put some black jeans on or something like that. Change your bedroom around. Your bedroom probably been in the same position for the last 18 years. Change it around and see how it makes you feel. Sometimes when we do a physical change on the outside, it allows us to prepare ourselves for a mental change on the inside. And you never know what gates might be opening up for you when you allow yourself to be able and willing and ready to change. The floodgates might break open. And you never know. It might just open such a thing for you. It might be what you've been waiting for. You might feel like something is just not right. You might feel unsettled in your spirit because you're just tired of the same thing all the time. I am one person that has to change. I gotta change something. You liable to catch me with any color hair in my head. I will go from red to yellow to orange to green to blue to blonde, just because I don't want the same color. It would drive me crazy. I can't keep the same nail color. I might repeat a color every now and then, but it has to change for me, because if it doesn't, it does something to me mentally. I have to be able to change. And if I see the change in the physical, then I am preparing myself for the change in my life, in the mental or whatever. I can't keep wearing the same pair of shoes. I can't keep wearing the same colors, period. I got so many head scarves and so many different colors. If I just had one in the same color, I would go crazy. I would literally go crazy. I am one person who has to be able to embrace change on different levels. So do that for yourself today. If this video is for you, you know it is. If you have been stuck in the same routine for the past umpteen years, that's what my mom used to say, umpteen. Mean however many amount of years. For y'all don't know what umpteen is. If you've been stuck in the same routine for the past umpteen years and it's time for you to break out of it, allow yourself to go through a metamorphosis change and see what is in it for you. It might be the best day of your life. It might be what you have been waiting for all of this time. Now, I ain't telling nobody to break up with they mate. If you happy and y'all been married for 25 years, you might want to spice it up by changing something else. I ain't saying go out here and find a new man. Change something else. Be creative. With your mate, just to keep it spicy. Nobody likes the same thing all the time. So just switch it up a little bit. But however this may reflect in your life. Try to embrace change. Don't be one of those people that are stuck in the same routine, doing the same thing, eating the same thing every single day. I had bacon for breakfast and chicken for dinner, and switch it up. Switch it up. Eat a piece of fish. Try a lamb chop and see how that tastes. Eat a rib or something. Just don't keep eating the same thing over and over again, because you will find yourself stuck doing the same thing 20 years from now, while the whole entire world around you is changing. And then what? And then what? I mean, are you going to decide to change when it's too late? I never want to think of it as being too late for anyone. I don't want to think of it as being too late for myself. I am glad that God has given me the opportunity and the strength and the ability to change right now. I wish that I had done a whole lot of things that I'm doing now. I wish I would have done them years ago, but I had to make my mistakes. I had to get all of that stuff out of my system. Now I am letting God use me. So don't be afraid of change, y'all. Allow yourself to go through the changes of life. Change things up for yourself. Don't let it just change up on you. Don't let your health change and your finances change and things change not for your benefit. It's going to change anyway. You might be in good health right now. Don't take it for granted. You might be well off in your finances right now. Don't take it for granted. You might have good eyesight right now. Don't take it for granted. But allow yourself to be willing and able to go through a transformation phase in your life, because I know I am. I'm ready for the change. I am opening myself up to receive everything that God has for me. And if that means me switching some things around in my life right now, if it's my hair color, I don't care what it is, open yourself up to change. It might be a career change. You might have been doing the same thing for so long and you're not happy with it. You might have to move to another city. You might have to move. You've been living in that city that's all you know. You ain't been nowhere else. Go somewhere else. It's time for a change in the atmosphere. Go see what another state looks like and see how it makes you feel. Don't be afraid to get up and go somewhere. You never know what may lie ahead in it for you. Don't deny yourself change, because that is all that you are used to. So that's it, y'all. That is my message for today. God bless you all. I'm so glad that I was able to get that message across to you all. Lord willing, I'll be back tomorrow with another motivational message of the day. Y'all be blessed.